comfort zone. We stepping out our comfort zone. So we're gonna look for some setups. Today is Monday. I don't typically trade on Monday just because Monday and Sunday are the same day in the market. But I'm making an exception because I need a little money. So I'm a swinger. So we're gonna start from the daytime frame. My favorite pair is GU. I could just trade this pair over and over and over again. I'm what they call a naked trader. I don't really use indicators on my chart unless you consider the fib, but indicator, I don't really consider that, but whatever. This tool is called a Fibonacci tool, and that's what helps you get into the market clean, snipe your entries, right? It's a whole nother lesson for a whole nother day. But nonetheless, I'm looking at my daytime frame. When you're looking at a chart, you read a chart left to right. Let me get my cursor so y'all can follow along. Let's see. We got some rain today. I like the rain though. We're just going. I know we can do it like a arrow. There we go. And this software I use is called Trade Locker. When a lot of the brokers made the switch to, they left MetaTrader 4, a lot of brokers got whitelisted. They moved to Trade Locker. So, anyways, we're gonna read our chart. So read our chart from left to right. Read our chart from left to right, bottom up. All right. We read a chart left to right, bottom up. Okay. So first thing you want to identify is my chart, is my pair making low lows, higher highs, higher lows? Is it consistent with an uptrend or a downtrend? Too easy, right? If y'all watch some of my other videos, I go over the basics of identifying the trend. Nonetheless, I'm noticing that my pair overall it's a downtrend. Today is Monday, so I know that it is probably going to be pushing back, and I see my wick is forming at the bottom of my rejection zone, so that tells me that price is going to start to pull back in a direction. So I'm going to look at the 4-hour. Now, I'm honestly probably not going to get in this trade today. I already traded. I took a trade last night. I don't believe in over trading, but I want y'all to see how I analyze my chart. So you can do it too, because trading is really just so simple, y'all. So simple. It's all about discipline. It's all about mindset. And my Wi-Fi is a little slow, so y'all bear with me. It's a little slow, but I dropped down from the daily time frame to the 4-hour time frame. And the reason I do that because when you're trading, it's all about confirmations. You want to make sure what you see on a higher time frame looks the same on the 4-hour time frame. What does that mean? That means that on the daily time frame, I showed y'all the wick was rejecting my rejection zone on my fib, and I told y'all I was probably about to see some pullback. When I look at the 4-hour time frame, I see a doji, and I see that there are some bullish candles right here. My last video, I did explain to y'all that I use color psychology when I trade. So even if you know nothing about trading, you can clearly see my blue candles are the bulls and my purple candles are the bears. So like I said, I'm probably not gonna get in this trade today because it's Monday and Sunday is the same day in the market, and it's just really choppy. I don't prefer to do that, but I'm gonna look at something else. I'm gonna look at something else because one thing about trading, I mean, each pair has their own personality. So let's see. I like Euro NZD. I do trade major pairs a lot, but sometimes I like to trade. I can trade anything. I could trade anything. Okay, if it's a chart, it's a chart. I could trade it. But let's just see what Euro NZD is looking like. Let's see. We don't want to force trade. Sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. You don't ever want to force trade. So I repeat the process again. I don't overthink this thing. I definitely don't overdo it. As a trader, it pays to have patience. It pays to have patience. I've been doing this a long time, and I run into so many people that they say they want to learn to trade, And they have these unrealistic expectations. You know, they'll be like, "I want to make $500 a day," and I'm the coach that has to be like, "You go to your job every day, and you don't have those expectations. Why would you come here and have those expectations? Like, come on now, keep it 100." So I put things in perspective for my students. All right, so let's see. We are looking at Euro NZD. I see that got some bulls in the play, One thing about me, if I don't see liquidity, I don't force trade. If I see the setup, I'll get in, but if I don't see liquidity, I don't force trade. What is liquidity? Liquidity is when the market is moving. This sideways action you see right there, that's a consolidating market. You don't enter the market when it's consolidating. This moving up and down, that's liquidity. Yeah, so I like the way this looks. I'm going to take a buy on Euro NZD. This is where I control my lot size. So I'm going to do a buy. I'm going to do 30 cents. So I'm going to do a buy, and I'm going to do my TP. One trade per day. Like, I feel like a lot of times when people first start trading, they just like adrenaline junkies, and they feel like they need 50 trades. But truthfully, you really only need like a good 3 to 5 trades per week. And if you discipline and you know your charts, you understand market psychology, you understand the technical analysis, you're going to do just fine. So, have my trade get in. I like to be patient, because what you don't want to do is hit buy again because you're impatient. Now you got 2 entries. Now you got 2 entries for a trade. All right, so the trade is in. The trade is in. And now we're going to set our TP. Sorry, guys. Gotta go, actually. I got a class coming.